Hi everybody, it's Tom, and today's Sunday the 28th. So it's been about a week since I've put anything up on my Jeep. There's a view of it. I've got it blocked completely now in 180. I had shot another guide coat on it after I fixed all my little blemishes. And we went and blocked it in 180. Just go around here and look. Now you can see there's a couple pieces of tape. Having trouble seeing it in the viewer. I found just a few little imperfections on it, and I'm going to fix those real quick before I paint it or prime it. Just little bitty things. But it's looking pretty good. And we got the underneath of it all cleaned up and painted this week, which we just all I did was power wash that. Take a wire brush to the loose scaly stuff and went ahead and painted it underneath with just rustoleum paint just to clean it up, make it look good. In here I found some rustoleum red paint that is, oh man, I mean you can't really tell the difference between the color I'm going to use and this paint, so it should match really well. Again, we're not restoring it, we're just dressing it up, making it look good, and I think it looks pretty good. It's going to give it a nice clean look. I need to put the fender well in the back on this side over here. I haven't done it yet. So that's where we're at there. And I'm getting ready to fix these little spots here. Like this one here, you can see right there, it's just a tiny, that tape is putting shade on it. Just a tiny little pinhole right there. We have a tiny little spot over here. So it's just little bitty things. I want them all fixed before I go on. We don't want to be fixing anything after I prime it again. We're going to have a little spot there. I have a tiny little spot. It might be hard to see for the sun. It's in there, tiny. So this is all the finesse type stuff that has to be done, and then once we prime it again, I'll block it with 180, and from there I'll use 600 wet, and it'll be ready for paint. Hopefully there's no other little imperfections that'll show up on it. I've been over it and over it and over it and probably over it again. And it just that's a time-consuming process. When it is for me anyway, to go through, find all those spots, and then fix them. And we got things going here with some breakthrough. We'll treat that with some self-etching primer before we prime it. Make sure everything is Scotch brighted, all of our edges in our fender well here, and make sure all the guide coat is off of it before we prime it again. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'll take a Scotch Brite to this here. I haven't done it yet, but I will. And I don't know if you can see you can see the guide coat on it there. We'll make sure all that's off before I prime it again. I think it's going to look really nice. I didn't get a whole lot done to it this week. Took me some time fixing all the little spots, and plus my boy came over and he helped me with the underneath of it. We're getting it cleaned up and painted under there. We also put a new alternator on it right down in here. We started, there was nothing wrong with the old alternator as far as charging goes, but you would start it and it would squeak, raise hell for about a minute until it warmed up a little bit. So the bearings were going out of it. Just a matter of time probably before it quit. So I went ahead and replaced that. So that was about $80. New belt, new alternator. Actually, it's about $90, I think. And that's where it's at. It's an update, Sunday, the 28th. The weather's beautiful today. It's high 70s to 80, somewhere in that area. Almost has a feel of fall now. In the evening, it's cooling off, getting into the mid 50s. Won't be long. We'll have to start hauling that and start burning. Summer's going away. Well, that's where it's at, and we'll talk at you later. Take it easy.